The Price is Right host Drew Carey has revealed where his future stands with the famous game show. Since the news of Wheel of Fortune host Pat Sajak's retirement, Drew, 66, has become the longest-serving host of a game show currently airing. In a new interview, the host of The Price is Right since 2007 gave an update on his contract with CBS. While speaking with TV Insider, Drew discussed the major hosting milestone, shocking show moments, and whether he would ever retire. "I just show up and punch the clock and hope I have a job every day," he said. "I do have a goal. I want to keep going until I die. This is my 18th season. I've got to get the 35 and 41 so I can catch Bob Barker and Pat Sajak." Bob Barker was the host of The Price is Right from September 4, 1972, until June 15, 2007. "A great part of my day. The longest I'd been on TV was the Drew Carey Show, 9 years. Once I hit 10 years here, I was like, wow, that's the longest I've ever had a job in my life," Drew continued. "It's such just a great part of my day, my year, my life. I can't imagine giving it up. I don't like CBS to know that, but it's going to be a few years till my next contract negotiation. So maybe forget I said this. I can quit anytime I want." In a Reddit forum dedicated to The Price is Right, fans discussed Drew's vow to host as long as he could. "I'm okay with this. I didn't think anyone could fill Bob's shoes. But Drew has been wonderful," one wrote. "He brings so much light and love to the show," a second shared. "He's the perfect host. You can tell he really enjoys the games and meeting people," someone else said. "I remember thinking in 2007 that I'd never watch it without Bob. I've grown to love Drew as he's grown into the role. Happy to see him keep going," a fourth pointed out. Wheel's next chapter. Wheel of Fortune is about to do what The Price is Right did in 2007, where they say goodbye to a beloved host and hello to a new one. Last June, Pat revealed that he was stepping down from his hosting position after 40 years. "Well, the time has come. I've decided that our 41st season, which begins in September, will be my last," he wrote in a statement. "It's been a wonderful ride, and I'll have more to say in the coming months. Many thanks to you all." His final episode aired on June 12, 2024. On June 27, 2023, it was revealed that American Idol host Ryan Seacrest, 49, would take Pat's place as host. In an Instagram post, he said, "I'm truly humbled to be stepping into the footsteps of the legendary Pat Sajak. I can say, along with the rest of America, that it's been a privilege and pure joy to watch Pat and Vanna on our television screens for an unprecedented 40 years, making us smile every night and feel right at home with them." Ryan ended his statement by sharing his excitement for his new journey. As the sun dipped below the Hollywood skyline, the entertainment world buzzed with the latest news. Pat Sajak, the legendary host of Wheel of Fortune, had officially retired. The announcement sparked a wave of nostalgia and curiosity about the future of iconic game shows, particularly regarding The Price is Right, helmed by the ever-affable Drew Carey. Drew Carey, now a fixture on daytime television, had successfully taken over from the legendary Bob Barker back in 2007. Over the years, Carey had transformed The Price is Right into a show that felt both modern and timeless, combining his unique humor with the show's classic appeal. However, with Sajak stepping down, fans of game shows couldn't help but wonder, could Drew Carey be the next to retire, or did he have more years to go with the show? The interview that set the record straight ***. Drew Carey, dressed in his signature suit and tie, sat down for an exclusive interview with a major entertainment outlet to discuss his future on The Price is Right. The interview began with the host's thoughts on Sajak's retirement, a moment that had clearly resonated with Carey. "Pat is a legend," Carey began, his tone warm with respect. "He's been a constant presence on television for decades, and his retirement marks the end of an era. It's hard to imagine Wheel of Fortune without him. I've looked up to him for years, and his decision to step down made me reflect on my own career and what the future holds for me on The Price is Right." The interviewer leaned in, the million-dollar question on everyone's mind hanging in the air. "Drew, With Pat Sajak's retirement, fans are wondering, what's your status with The Price is Right? Are you thinking about retiring too? Carey chuckled, his signature laugh bringing a sense of ease to the moment. Well, let me set the record straight, he said, a twinkle in his eye. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. Commitment to the show and the fans. Carey's response brought a wave of relief to the show's legions of fans. He went on to elaborate, explaining that his contract with CBS was secure for several more years. But beyond the legalities of contracts, it was clear that Carey's heart was still very much in the game. I love what I do, Carey continued, his voice earnest. Every day on The Price is Right is a joy. The energy from the audience, the excitement of the contestants, the incredible team behind the scenes, it all comes together to create something special. I can't imagine stepping away from that just yet. Carey also reflected on how his time on the show had evolved since he first took over. When I started, I was stepping into some very big shoes, he admitted, referring to Bob Barker's legendary tenure. But over time, I've made the show my own. It's been a wonderful journey, and there's still so much I want to do. There are new games we're working on, and I'm excited about the future. The legacy of game shows. The conversation naturally shifted to the broader landscape of game shows, especially with the changing of the guard at Wheel of Fortune. Carey acknowledged the unique place these shows hold in American culture, and how they've managed to remain relevant over the decades. Game shows are a part of the fabric of television, Carey mused. They bring people together in a way that few other genres can. Whether it's families watching together or friends hosting game show nights, there's something timeless about the format. And as hosts, we have the privilege of being a small part of people's lives in that way. Carey paused, reflecting on his own role within this legacy. I've been fortunate to be a part of this for as long as I have. But I also know that these shows need to evolve to stay fresh and engaging. That's why I'm always thinking about what's next for The Price is Right. How can we keep surprising the audience? How can we make the show even more fun? Looking ahead. With his future on The Price is Right secure, Carey revealed some of his hopes and plans for the show. We've got some exciting things in the pipeline, he teased. New games, bigger prizes, and of course, some special episodes that I think the fans will love. I'm always looking for ways to keep things fresh and keep the energy up. That's what keeps me coming back every day. But Carey also acknowledged that there would come a time when he would eventually step down, just as Sajak had. Of course,